Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yup, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. We have the horrifying transformation of Doja Cat. What can be horrifying, see?
We're gonna find out.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. Doja Cat has changed. Like, if you've seen her career, like I think what it is, a lot of people don't know, can't get her. You see a lot of negative, you see a lot of positive, sometimes positive, but for the majority, negative. And I know she's going on, like, she did an interview recently.
Yeah, I seen it. I didn't watch it, but
I didn't
seen
watch
like
details of it.
A clip of it, but I still didn't really like watch it.
Yeah. And I think over time, I think she feeds also too much into the internet and social media, and she's trying to troll too much. I think she comes from the era of trolling, and to the point where, all right, you got to grow up one day. Like, you can't troll for the rest of your life. And sometimes one of these days, the maturity has to click in. And like, all right, at the end of the day, I'm grown.
Yeah.
I'm an adult. I have to act as an adult. And I also got to respect my career. Because with my career, also, these people, the same people you're trying to troll, kind of also have a say-so in your career, right? Mm-hmm. When you say? Now, I'm just trying to look at her age. She is 28. So I think she's about to hit that mode where she has to mature and have to be more mature and has to realize, all right, I am doing a lot of antics, and it's time to grow up, you know. So, but hopefully she realized that before it's too late.
Yeah, true.
But because I think she's very, very talented. I think she's a lot of times you know me, we'll hear a song and I'll be like, bro, Doja would have.
She's super dope, like talented, very versatile. But I feel like a lot of times, like you said, with all like the other antics you do, sometimes that overshadows your actual talent. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's all people know and remember. Mm-hmm. Is that instead of the good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So,
but that's because I feel like her bad outweighs the good so much, man. But with that being said, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go if you want the first part. All you got to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video,
like it with a thumbs up.
We highly appreciate it. But let's go ahead and get into it. Let's check it out. Let's see what's about. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's roll.
Doja Cat has evolved from a bubbly pink pop princess to an edgy, dark, and honestly confusing artist. Now, celebrities as famous as Doja Cat are held to standards that are near impossible to meet. But what happens when a celebrity just gives up, disregards all societal standards, and starts acting in a way where you have no idea if what you are looking at is real or fake? We have to acknowledge from the beginning that everything in Doja Cat's career could be one orchestrated marketing stunt, or we could actually be witnessing someone descending into madness. Doja Cat's superpower is that she knows the internet very well. She knows what type of humor the internet will gravitate to. She knows what will cause controversy, and she has continuously exploited that throughout her career. She obtained this knowledge by being essentially raised by the internet. I definitely didn't like to leave my room. I don't know if I was agoraphobic, but I definitely thought that I was at the time. It was very, very hard for me to go outside. According to Doja, she would skip school for days at a time, spending endless hours in various online chat rooms.
Let me ask you this real quick, because one thing he just said, and I peeped that when it comes down to a lot of people nowadays, we're starting to see more like of those people who have voices and those who are of celebrity likeness and are voices where people are starting to listen to more, are those who really wasn't sociable as a youth and really was closed into their rooms and then socialize with the outside world. So those thoughts they had just always in their mind. Okay. Now there are the people who's speaking and being seen, but they lack so much social. It's a word I'm looking for. I can't think of it, but that social interaction that now, since they have to be socially interactive, they say stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why I feel like a lot of times also, that's the reason why so much has changed now. And and the reason why the world took a change so fast is because those who really wasn't of socializing, being interactive and being popular, or felt as though now those are the ones who have power. Power and more of the voices now, and they like, hey, now you get what I mean? Are you even like, am I making any sense?
Yeah. I
think that could be a bad thing, though.
Yeah, I heard what you say. I didn't know if you was asking me a question or if you was just making a statement.
Basically, I'm asking you, do you think that's having an impact with this newer generation and generations to come?
Possibly.
Because that's the reason why I feel like sometimes we have a lot of people that's the reason why we have such a G-rated culture right now. Is because so many people who felt as though they were the outcasts are now trying to be the voice and like, no, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like, and those who were of social standards and who know how to interact with people, those are people who are now deemed as not being popular, not being the ones who want to look up to.
Yeah.
And those are the ones who kind of got a little bit more tougher skin and can deal with a lot of other stuff instead of those who excluded themselves from the rest of the world.
I feel you.
And so I feel like a lot of times also they're pushing that narrative off of what they went through onto the world. And they have kind of sensitized the world. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a lot. Hopefully you get what I'm meaning. But I know it's a lot. My bad.
She would skip school for days at a time, spending endless hours in various online chat rooms. She claims that she was often a victim of online bullying, but this allowed her to develop a thick skin and join in on the fun through her own offensive rhetoric. So I became the person who would often make offensive jokes and do things sort of out of the box. From the slapstick comedy of E-Bomb's world to the hyperconnectivity of MySpace, as well as the edgy, politically incorrect depths of 4chan, Doja developed a fascination with internet culture. But this time in her life would later come back to haunt her. I was very into finding underground artists that rapped. It was maybe around 11th grade that I figured that this is what I really wanted to do. Performing in music was all I ever cared about. She eventually dropped out of school at 16 and spent all of her free time making music and sharing it online. Her track So High was uploaded November of 2012, which would eventually change her life. The only time Doja would leave her house was to network with other musicians in the underground LA scene. Verbies, a rapper, promoter, and radio host in LA, helped book Doja's first ever show at an event he founded dubbed the Banana Showcase.
You like your highness? Why you always buying that fly? Why you gotta check them tyrants? And why you shut it down like hydrants?
Although most of you know Doja as a pop star, she was initially trying to be a rapper. When they were developing her, I was like a live performance coach and rap coach, Verbies recalled. I would play her hella hip-hop videos and we'd freestyle. She was phenomenal. She didn't really need me, but I just happened to be there. Yeti Beats was a producer that heard So High and was blown away. He connected Doja with industry executives, resulting in Doja signing with Kimosabe Records, an imprint of RCA Records founded by record producer and songwriter Dr. Luke while she was just 17 years old. This deal also came with a temporary artist management partnership with Roc Nation. Through Kimosabe, Doja released her debut EP, Purr, with the track So High being re-released as her solo commercial debut single. It seemed like Doja was about to explode into the mainstream, but signing with Dr. Luke was a mistake she could have never foreseen. In 2014, Dr. Luke gained widespread media attention after Kesha filed a lawsuit against him. She accused Dr. Luke of sexual, physical, and emotional abuse over the course of several years, starting when she was 18. She also claimed that Dr. Luke was intentionally sabotaging her career. Kesha also sought to be released from her recording contract with Kimosabe Records. This case was huge news, with hashtag Free Kesha becoming a movement on social media. Coincidentally, Doja Cat's career came to a screeching halt as soon as Kesha's lawsuit was filed.
Ain't this kind of crazy and funny though? Because when most people first came across Doja Cat, we thought it was just some chick on the internet with the mood joint, right? Not knowing her background, she was actually already signed to labels, already went through artist development, which a lot of people say the industry lacks now. So technically, was that technically just a random landing or a strategic way the labels marketed her to get on? You know, kind of like an industry plant type thing, but hers is like she was actually talented.
She was already talented,
But it's in other ways, labels can make or break you for real if they really want to.
They really,
Like, you can to society, it looks like we just randomly discovered a girl, but actually the record labels was already putting money into the internet. She knew how to work the internet, but they also put money into the internet as well behind her to make her the star.
Yeah.
So it's just a strategic like plan for them that actually worked. It's crazy.
Finally, Doja Cat's career came to a screeching halt as soon as Kesha's lawsuit was filed. Rapper Wale wanted to take Doja on his 30-city Simply Nothing tour across the USA, giving her some much-needed exposure to a mainstream audience, but she had to pull out because she didn't have the support of her label. Now, Doja never made any allegations against Dr. Luke, but is it a stretch to assume that Dr. Luke was more focused on fighting this lawsuit than helping his new signee with her career? Because Doja took a 3.5-year break from releasing music. In the music industry, they call this being shelved, which is when a label signs you, holds you in a contract, but doesn't do anything to help your career, metaphorically putting you on a shelf to collect dust. She kept money rolling in by doing whatever live performances possible, like doing a mini tour with the Philius London in 2015, as well as a short tour with Lizzo in 2017. Doja even turned down a feature on Billie Eilish's 2017 hit single, Bellyache. Fans would see Doja often on Periscope Live cooking up songs in her bedroom, but she had no intentions on releasing them until 2018. Her comeback in 2018 involved her ditching the rapper career path and aesthetic. She instead followed the typical pop star formula of selling sex through music. She debuted tracks like Roll With Us, Go to Town, and Candy, along with her 13-track album, Amala. But a lot of these songs fell on deaf ears. Kimosabe Records didn't do any marketing for her, didn't get her interviews, nor were they putting her on major festivals. She was watching her career fly by and reached a moment where she had nothing left to lose. One night on an Instagram Live with her core group of 60 fans watching, she made a masterpiece meme that would change her life. Producer Troy Noka sent her a sample of Wes Montgomery's Polka Dots and Moonbeams, asking her to make a beat for his album. At the time, she'd just received a cow costume in the mail. Doja hopped on Instagram Live and began writing Moo with her fans. 6 hours later, Doja and her fans wrote a song about her being a cow. But the silly song needed a silly music video. I opened up Photo Booth on my laptop and used the green screen feature with a green sheet that I hadn't used since I was 12, that was buried in the depths of my closet. I tacked it to a wall with a hammer, right over my mirror, and used some LED Christmas lights to light everything. The crappy lighting and terrible quality green screen combined with a song that is intentionally bad was the perfect thing to release in summer of 2018. When we were at the peak of the Lil Pump, Bad Baby, Lil Xan, Boonk Gang, Woah Vicky, Supreme Patty, Lil Tay Instagram clout wave. Doja Cat's Moo music video fit right in this universe because people thought she was just a new quirky YouTuber who had a green screen and got bored. The music video for Moo garnered over 5 million views in 2 weeks and went extremely viral on every social media platform. But when people looked deeper, they realized she was an extremely talented pop artist with a record deal who had an entire album she just released a few months ago. Most people who go viral are not ready for a full-blown music career. Doja was more prepared than ever, and she was able to immediately capitalize on it. But first,
she was already an artist though. So it's
Right.
no, I'm just saying she was already an artist. She was honestly going to succeed. She just need to figure out a way to create a mass audience,
Right.
and be more captivating.
But I guess it's the fact that a lot of people, like you said earlier, didn't know who she was, even though she was already on and she went on tour with this person and that person, and she already had albums and she was already signed to. A lot of people didn't know who she was because also no one was actually really helping her push or put her stuff out there. But as far as the record label goes.
But she still did have backing from the record label, because you're not getting on the tour with Lizzo and Thelonious. I forgot his full name. You're not, even Wale, you're not getting on tour with them people without having some type of backing from a label. Yeah. Those artists are too big for you. She had support. She just didn't have that single. That lead-off single. Okay. And Mo was that lead-off single. She even went through artist development, bro. Yeah. Like she was gonna be a star. It just took that first record.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it was so gimmicky of the gimmicky era.
Yeah.
And she just capitalized on it. But that's all she needed for people to actually see that, oh, who's this new chick? Then you do your research and find out more about her, and then you like, oh, she actually talented.
Yeah.
Music career, Doja was more prepared than ever, and she was able to immediately capitalize on it. But first, she had to make some apologies. Some of her old tweets resurfaced of her using the F slur, to which she immediately responded by admitting she has used the word over 15,000 times in her life, then saying, "I don't think I hate gay people. Gay is okay." Obviously, this didn't go over well, and she issued a more formal apology the next day. This had no impact on her career and momentum, but it would not be the last time she would have to apologize for her past. Now that she went viral on her own, her label decided to support her. She embarked on a 23-city tour 1 month later, and was finally getting interviews from Billboard, Genius, and Vlad TV. She rolled out a big single alongside Rico Nasty called Tia Tamara, which maintained a lighthearted and fun approach to her music. Doja understood that fans loved the satire and goofiness of Moo, but she ultimately wanted to be taken seriously as a musician. A lot of artists that blow up off memes have a hard time being taken seriously, but the music industry was craving more female talent, and Doja was ready to fill that niche. Her debut single, Juicy, alongside Tyga, debuted at number 83 on the Hot 100, her first entry on the charts. It would eventually peak at number 43 due to various TikTok trends associated with the track. Her second studio album, Hot Pink, was an overtly girly, bubbly, sexy record that complemented her fun energy while still remaining professional. Say So wasn't rolled out as a single, but sparked a dance trend on TikTok. All the biggest influencers like Charli D'Amelio and James Charles helped skyrocket this song. The popularity prompted a remix featuring Nicki Minaj. As it gained steam, she tweeted, "If Say So hits number 1, I'll show you guys my boobs really hard." This tweet made headlines, some making fun of her desperation to go number 1, but then it worked. Say So peaked at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and achieved a Guinness World Record for the first female rap duo to reach number 1 on the US singles chart.
I just realized I have to show my boobs real hard. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I did play you. I'm not showing my boobs real hard, man. You got fucking played.
People online were furious that she broke her promise. She's messing with the simps. Trust me, the simps will overpower her and eventually expose something bad about her.
Like,
Man,
come on,
hey,
y'all.
bro, come on now. You were simp for even writing this.
Gotta get
She's
them
messing with
we
the
gotta see them
simps.
boobs real hard, man. Come on, y'all.
That
I ain't
desperation.
seen none
Man.
in years. Come on.
This commenter couldn't have been more right. A few days later, a Twitter user resurfaced an old video of Doja in what they claimed was an alt-right chat room. On a website called TinyChat, Doja is seen wiggling and writhing while making sexual noises and advances towards other people in the chat before dropping the hard R.
Her shirt reminds me of a baby duck.
Not only was she acting really strange, but the other people in the call were using blatantly racist rhetoric. This was Doja's response.
In this video, I'm being completely f***ing blackout drunk and completely f***ing dumb.
In regards to people being racist in the chat room, this was her response.
You know what I do understand is that there is racism that happens across TinyChat. And there is racism that happens across Instagram. There's racism that happens across Twitter. This happens everywhere. It just happens more on TinyChat because it's not as monitored. When you see racist on TinyChat, it's because people aren't paying attention. I've seen it, and I know that I've been targeted by it, but the narrative that it's a white supremacist chat is completely incorrect.
But it didn't stop there. Fans also discovered a 2015 song Doja recorded called Didn't Do Nuffin. Didn't Do Nuffin is a racist term that originated on POL, which is an abbreviation for politically incorrect, an anonymous board on 4chan dedicated to current events and political discussion. This board has a reputation as a breeding ground for fringe beliefs and unapologetically grotesque takes. The term Didn't Do Nuffin is derived from the phrase didn't do nothing, a plea of innocence often used in reference to unarmed black men killed by police. The term was used to mock and criticize the black community during the Black Lives Matter protests. Hashtags like Doja Cat is over party and Only Clans began trending on Twitter. People believe that the chat room video and controversial song indicated a pattern of Doja's racist behavior. Not long after these conversations started, Doja issued a formal apology in which she acknowledged her involvement in the chat rooms, but also debunked the narrative that she's anti-black. She also...
But you want me to tell you, like, the sad part of all of it is she's not 100% apologizing from like from within, and she's not holding herself accountable for the action she has done. This situation and the previous situation when she was calling Tyler the Creator the F-bomb, you know what I'm saying? She's like, oh, I don't have a problem with gay people, instead of saying, I own up, I do apologize for the things I've said and done in the past. Like that was out of out of disrespect, and I own that. She's not owning, you know what I'm saying? What she did, she's just like, oh, I don't have a problem, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I did it, but so what? You know what I'm saying? Even this situation, she's like, she then started trying to play victim, and it was like, you know, you know what I'm saying? And then kind of shading to the fact that it's not me, it's the people got an issue with the platform, but she's being defensive of the platform instead of apologizing for the things you have said, because to be honest, the people you are mocking are the reason why you are who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's high key disrespectful, and longevity wise, it can hurt you. Mm-hmm. And my thing is, especially this generation, even our generation, it's so keyed in, but it's more this new Gen Z generation. Yeah. We are too keyed in on the moment and not the future as well, because what you do now can affect your future as well.
That's true.
But too many people in our age range are too keen on, well, it's right now and tomorrow might not even come, so why? But also, when tomorrow gets here, don't be held back by what you just said yesterday or the day before, you know?
On an Instagram Live for 30 minutes where she gave a concise explanation.
When I used it, it was because I was in chat rooms all the time and I was kind of locked away, and I was always on there just dealing with people coming at me left and right, talking about different slanderous terms after another. The term that I used in the song is one that I learned that day. So people were calling me it left and right, and I used it in a song. And it was to kind of take back and just say f*** you to those people.
But again, this would not be the last time Doja's internet past would come back to haunt her. Fortunately for Doja, her ever-growing list of accomplishments shined bright over any controversy she endured. Although her Hot Pink tour was postponed, she performed at the 2020 MTV Music Awards where she won the award for Best New Artist. Following performances on both The Tonight Show and Jimmy Kimmel Live, her feature on the album track Motive from Ariana Grande's 2020 album Positions peaked at number 32 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, becoming both her highest debut and second ever top 40 entry. Later that year, Doja performed at the 2020 MTV Europe Music Awards, where she won the award for Best New Act. She went on to win the New Artist of 2020 and New Artist of the Year at the 46th People's Choice Awards and the...
Let me ask you this real quick. Because you know people constantly keep talking about Doja right now on social media. Do you feel like one reason why she's doing the things she does now is because people have gave her a pass for all the stuff she did in the past? By people not like 100% counseling her or holding her accountable 100%. I
think it's a combination of that and also just not giving a fuck, really. In a sense, like
it shows. If you don't mind, like it shows to me. It shows a lot of, yeah, I did that. Y'all didn't counsel. Y'all kept listening to the music, so I'm gonna keep doing whatever the fuck I want to do, and y'all ain't gonna counsel me.
I think for a lot of people, because you hear it like a lot, like people do stuff and then they'll apologize and then they'll do something else. But like, I'm just gonna do me. I apologize for the shit later. Like,
but she ain't even apologizing.
To in her head, her apology or in whatever. But yeah, I feel like it's kind of a mixture of both. The fact that people don't really hold people accountable, or they for that moment they talk about it and then people kind of move on and forget about it, and then everyone just goes back to living their life, and then something else happened, and then it's just a repeated cycle over and over and over, and it's just.
And she like, I'm still getting my awards, I'm still getting my money, I'm still getting my fame. Yeah, y'all can be mad, y'all internet mad, cause that's what she lives on the internet. Her mind lives on the internet.
Yeah.
So she like, y'all internet mad, but in real life I'm getting these awards.
And then it. Yeah.
No, say.
No. I'll hold it till later.
No, you can say it now.
No, I'll hold it till later.
So you gonna forget.
I'm not.
win the New Artist of 2020 and New Artist of the Year at the 46 People's Choice Awards and the 2020 American Music Awards, respectively. Billboard ranked Doja Cat number 5 on both the Top New Artist of 2020 and Top Female Artist of 2020 charts. She ranked atop Rolling Stone's list of the 10 biggest breakthrough artists of 2020, following a 300% increase in her on-demand audio streams in the US. Forbes also named Doja one of the top breakout stars of 2020, while including her on the annual 30 Under 30 list. She was also nominated for 3 different awards at the 63rd Annual Grammys. In 2021, she continued to absolutely dominate. She toned down the bright, colorful costumes and pink-dyed hair for a muted, mature aesthetic. She released several hits, including Best Friend featuring Saweetie, 34+35 with Megan Thee Stallion and Ariana Grande, as well as Streets, all of which peaked within the top 20 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. In the spring of 2021, Doja released Kiss Me More featuring SZA. This collaboration reached top 5 in 18 different countries, received critical acclaim, and captured Doja her first Grammy for Best Pop Duo/Group Performance. But with all the success, she claims she didn't enjoy it.
I don't have any new music. Like, just have fun and like just jam and like make some shit. Like, I haven't done that in maybe 5 years. Feels like. Yeah, I made my album, put it out, but that's like a requirement. Like, I have to make that. Like, I had to make that album.
It's easy to understand musicians can experience burnout due to demanding schedules, late-night performances, long rehearsals, frequent travel, repetitive interviews. There is an intense pressure to consistently deliver high-quality performances, whether in live settings or in the studio. Her saying she had to make her album led people to believe there was drama with her and Dr. Luke. Maybe she felt a lack of control over her career. Her saying that she hasn't made music for fun led people to believe her label wanted her to make formulaic pop music so they can bring in millions. This pressure, combined with the endless amount of scrutiny and negativity online, having to constantly apologize for wrongdoings, likely made Doja feel like this whole music industry is smoke and mirrors. Her potential descent into madness was beginning. Are you drinking water? In March of 2020, Doja traveled to Paraguay for their annual Asunciónico festival, which was canceled upon arrival due to severe weather conditions which included flooding and thunderstorms. Doja's hotel location was leaked and fans, eager to see their favorite musician, piled up outside the hotel hoping for her to come out. Eventually, fans grew frustrated when Doja failed to acknowledge them, both in person and on social media. While fans aren't entitled to Doja's time outside of when she's scheduled to perform, her seemingly self-absorbed tweets the following day caused a justified uproar on social media. The next day, Doja checked out of her hotel and tweeted, "There was a storm in Paraguay, the show got canceled. When I left the next morning, there wasn't one person outside the hotel waiting for me." After a flurry of backlash, she said, "I don't give a," followed by, "This ain't for me, so I'm out. Y'all take care," before changing her Twitter name to I Quit. Her reaction to this situation that was totally out of her control either proves 1, she is legitimately sick and tired of the pressure of this industry, or 2, she is just a snobby, childish brat ungrateful for her career. Doja's response to criticism has always been the same since day one. She would initially respond sarcastically, and when that response garnered more criticism, she'd finally take the situation seriously and issue a formal apology. However, the secondary apologies always felt insincere, since her genuine feelings
Man, why she like, man, you keep doing shit, you gonna keep apologizing. Keep doing shit, keep apologizing. And then the apology don't be like 100% genuine. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna say I'm sorry, but fuck you. Still,
I'm gonna do it again.
And I'm gonna smack your ass again, bitch. Like, that's how I keep disrespectful at this point. It happens too frequently.
the topic were always displayed during those initial responses, which brings us to our next controversy where she made a huge deal out of nothing. Doja DM'd Noah Schnapp, the 17-year-old star of Stranger Things, to get the attention of Joseph Quinn, another cast member who she had been lusting over on Twitter. Noah posted the DMs thinking it was a silly joke, only for Doja to get really angry about it.
That Noah did that, went and posted a private conversation between me and him, is so unbelievably socially unaware and whack. You know what I mean? That's borderline snake. That's weasel. That's what I'm saying. It's not that deep. It's just that he's a very dumb kid.
Doja assumed people would automatically take her side since Noah exposed their private messages. However, many people saw it as her trashing an innocent 17-year-old. What she said in the DMs was already public knowledge, and when Twitter users told her that she was overreacting...
Hold on, y'all. I was like, bro, Joe, but the camera finna die. Hold on.
What she said in the DMs was already public knowledge, and when Twitter users told her that she was overreacting to this small conflict, she played the victim and responded in an insincere, sarcastic tone. Y'all are so cringe and lame and nobody wants to hang with you. That's why y'all be on here unironically writing replies that makes you mad. Doja is clearly fed up with the negativity that comes with fame. Whether her controversies are self-inflicted or not, she was done with the expectations, done with petty drama, done with apologies, done trying to appease anyone but herself, and now it was her turn to control the narrative. She started by shaving her head bald. Then she went on Instagram Live and shaved her eyebrows. During the live, she said, "I feel like I was never supposed to have hair anyway." Whenever female celebrities randomly shave their head, people quickly assume that they have gone crazy, especially after the world witnessed Britney Spears infamously shave her head while having a mental breakdown in 2007. But when she attended Paris Fashion Week, people second-guessed her intentions. Doja collaborated with makeup artist Pat McGrath to create a strapless red dress while she was covered head to toe in 30,000 crimson red crystals. The look took almost 5 hours to complete, and while some people shrugged it off as just another crazy fashion choice for the sake of shock value, others made Illuminati conspiracy theories that she was imitating Lucifer and this was nothing more than symbolism for the demonic realities of the entertainment industry. You could even say Doja's fashion antics are similar to the many stunts Lady Gaga pulled back in the early 2000s. Then again, they said that Gaga was in the Illuminati as well. Little did we know, putting together a creative or potentially shocking ensemble for Fashion Week became one of the least...
What you heard what I said?
I heard you say something.
Nah, I said, you don't know what the hell going on behind these closed doors. Some shit really be going on. And y'all just trying to, the Illuminati. Nah, these motherfuckers. Man, the music industry, the entertainment industry is a very sick industry. They, really go into it instead of just trying to read up on and be fans of it. Once you really recognize some shit, and you really, you'll really know, the music industry got some shit behind them walls. And when they say behind the walls, what them parties and them events, some crazy shit be going on late nights in them joints. And it happens to all of them. So you don't know what's going on. You chunky the Illuminati, just say the industry is very sick and weird.
Putting together a creative or potentially shocking ensemble for Fashion Week became one of the least bizarre things Doja does. Doja announced that she planned on returning to her rap roots for her upcoming 4th studio album. She wanted to diverge from the pink and soft things and pop and glittery sounds that defined her career up until now. Her song Attention piqued some interest in the rap world, but fans who'd become accustomed to Doja's pop records were expressing their disappointment on social media, leading to Doja tweeting, "My comment section on IG used to only be positivity because I was doing what everyone wanted me to do, and I love that I can see through all the bull now." She clarified that it wasn't anything personal, but was discontent cranking out digestible pop hits for children on Twitter to get into fights about. She tweeted, "Planet Her and Hot Pink were cash grabs, and y'all fell for it. Now I can go disappear somewhere and touch grass with my loved ones on an island while y'all weep for mediocre pop." People were feeling regret for having ever supported her music, but this is the most honest thing Doja has ever said. Most of the music you love is a highly formulaic, soulless product that is scientifically engineered for you to love it. Look at what it took for Doja to blow up, making the worst song possible to get attention. It is totally believable to think Doja just did whatever she could to make some money and be set for life. This is metaphorically what people refer to as selling their soul, but Doja was doing more than metaphors. She showed off a new tattoo of a scaled animal figure crossbred with female attributes. The photo went viral on social media, with many calling Doja's tattoo demonic. One fan expressed their concern, writing, "Used to love you, but you clearly sold your soul to the devil. Unfollow." Doja replied, "Whatever helps you sleep at night." She'd post another tattoo, an antelope skull on her wrist. Then she would tattoo a bat skeleton on her back. The allegations regarding her being indoctrinated into the Illuminati or practicing demonic worship only increased as time went on. Her Instagram became filled with cryptic messages and spooky videos to roll out her album. She posted very unflattering photos of herself. Her album was called Scarlet. She posted what people thought was the album cover, which consisted of her drenched in blood with a stripped down Freemason symbol. She also announced a multi-city tour, which people called a devil worship show. She'd post videos of herself crawling in the shadows, photo shoots where she was drenched in blood, and selfies of blood dripping down her nose. She even posted a selfie wearing a shirt with an image of Sam Hyde, an infamous internet troll/comedian who often incorporates racist or anti-Semitic humor in his bits. The image of Hyde brandishing a rifle on Doja's t-shirt is a common meme on social media following mass shootings. Her song Paint the Town Red was her leaning more into this overtly demonic art style. The song topped the charts in 19 countries. It became Doja's second single and first as a solo artist to top the Billboard Hot 100.
You want me to tell you the one thing I've noticed with a lot of people, especially nowadays with her music, especially during those antics, a lot of people to be like, "Oh, did you see the?" But you can't deny the music. I'd be like, see, that's where mentally y'all be so fucked up at. Yeah. Y'all be like, but you can't deny the music. No, you can't deny the talent. Yeah, she's talented. The music is very toxic and whatever, however you want to say it. Not meaning that half of the music that's out here and pushing on us is not demonic, because majority of it is, but it's also what you choose to listen to. Me lately, you know, I've been on my R&B old school vibe, you know what I'm saying? Just a feel good music, just to uplift the spirit, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people, they be trying to tune into, look, shoot 'em up, gang, gang, bang, bang. Then you wonder why your life is so, you know what I'm saying? Or you want to indulge into some demonic type of feeling and wonder why you always sad and depressed and moody. Like, it's like a lot of times it's what you feed your inner consciousness is what you're gonna get out of it, though. Okay.
Red made history by becoming the first solo female rap song in Spotify history to top the platform's global and US top 50 charts, and the fastest solo female rap song to amass 100 million streams. Turns out devil imagery is still an effective marketing strategy. If the signs weren't obvious enough though, Doja began teasing a promotional single titled Demons. In promotional photos uploaded to Instagram, Doja can be seen dressed up as a demon. The music video further cemented Doja's transformation from the quirky girl in a cowsuit to something straight out of a horror film. Some people are praising Doja, that she is finally being herself. She's finally free of all the expectations of the music industry and doesn't have to live up to unattainable beauty standards. Some people think what Doja is doing here is mocking the people who think an artist has to sell their soul to make it into the industry. You have to remember she is an expert internet troll, crawling out from the deepest depths of 4chan. She knows all of this imagery will cause controversy. She knows she will get news coverage and have outraged parents calling for her music and concerts to be banned. She knows there will be conspiracy theories regardless, so she could be ironically presenting herself as a devil worshipper to make people think she has gone insane. Is this an extremely corny and overused art style for artists? Yes. Is it actually an Illuminati psyop? Maybe. Did it work? Not really. Doja's fourth studio album Scarlet debuted at number 4 on the Hot 200, moving 72,000 album equivalent units. In comparison, Planet Her debuted at number 2 and sold 109,000 units. Despite being on track to be the highest selling female pop star in the world, Doja potentially scared her audience away.
True. I did see that. Some people were just like, hey, I ain't digging this Doja Cat no more.
And one thing with her personally, I never know what's real, what's exaggerated, what's just the, antics for the internet, because again, she knows how to work this internet thing. She knows what makes people talk and what makes people have these conversations or keep her name.
I'll just sorry.
Or keep her name, relevant and buzzing or whatever the case may be. So sometimes I'm like, are you doing this because this is who you are? You know what I'm saying? Because we've seen her go through all these different phases. So I don't know who was who. And, like we seen the girly girl, we seen the what she was on the little chat room and whatever, and people have that stuck in their head of, okay, this is who she is, she's this, and then we seen like, okay, she's this talented artist, she has this, she has that, and now she's doing this, and then I don't know, I really don't know when it comes to her.
And then my thing is, if the tattoos are real, that's like permanent. You know what I'm saying? Unless you want to go through the surgery and having them removed. I'm not finna troll and get tattoos put on me. Especially that's if they're real.
If they're real, that represent what they represent. You know what I'm saying? So
now, if they're real, then you know what I'm saying. That's when you can hold your judgment is rightfully your judgment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if they're fake, I'll be like, all right, she did anti stuff. It didn't work out for her. And so, because I think she's going on this, like this medium run right now to kind of help clean up her image because of the, like, conversation we saw with the little inserts we saw. Yeah. I'm like, it seems as though she's trying to clean her image up a little bit. Like, she's trying, but also I see her a lot tries to play the victim role. And a lot of stuff she does, she in returns tries to play victim.
And that's the thing, like, if everything is real and whatever, you know, with the tattoos and what she was doing and whatever the case may be, I'm like, is it really cleaning up? Or is it more so of, you know how some people, like, you will do something and then someone will say something and you make them feel like, oh no, you're
playing
wrong.
Victim.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but I'm like, it's another word I'm looking for. But it's just like, no, you're the problem. You came up with the scenario in your head, and now I have this is what you put out. I can only take what you put out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, child.
I'm telling you, it's that she's still living that life of the little girl that was in her room that has social anxiety, or just has a weird way to interact with people beyond the internet. Everything she does, she is like, I have to look a certain way when it comes down to the internet. Mm-hmm. That's the reason why she can't necessarily show you who she really is, because who she really is the person she's always been trying to hide. She's been doing this. Honestly, a lot of them do this even from. Have you ever seen like that one person, like when you was in school and stuff? Because we grew up in the MySpace age. Mm-hmm. And they would get on MySpace or on internet, on Facebook, and they can look like the superstar celebrity on the internet. But in reality, they don't talk to no one. They walk around, hold their head down. But as soon as they get online, they're, oh yeah, everybody loves me. And it's like they want this attention, but they know in reality they can't get it. And there's a lot of people out here like that now. There's a lot of people who are YouTubers that are like that. There's a lot of people that are rappers. Just in some celebrity likeness now. And those people like are some of the most evilest people because they have so many evil things in their head because they never fit in with society, and they they have this negative view.
I ain't gonna say they're evil,
but some of them do have a lot of evilness in their mind.
But that's just But I'm not gonna put everybody in like this group or whatever.
But I do think something on the person ain't right with Doja. That's my personal thoughts and opinions.
Yeah, I don't know what to really think because, like I said, I don't know what's what. But as far as musically, she is a very talented person, and I wish people would just realize, like, just do the whatever it is that you're doing. Just do that and go home. Like, you don't have to do all this other stuff. You on the internet, on live, talking and carrying on and telling your business and having to, like, you don't have to do all that. Like, I know if you are talented, know that you're talented. Your music or whatever you're doing is going to speak for itself. Yeah. And that's that. You don't have to do all the extra. But since you're so used to doing all the extra and you're used to the internet and you're used to this attention on the internet, you feel like you have to incorporate that into everything else that's going on in your life, and you don't.
That's one thing I do wish people realize, like, yo, you don't have to do what everybody else doing on the internet. Have we ever went live before? No. Do I ever go and be in an environment like, I need to go live? Hell no.
Will we ever go live?
Oh, no. I ain't saying like that. Because I don't want to make it seem like we'll never do that. That ain't what. No, I'm saying on IG and stuff. Like, I'm out in the, like, when we be out and amongst people and stuff, I don't ever be like, oh, we got to go live. I be seeing other people we've been around, they be on live and they be like, how many on your live? 2. I'm like, nigga, get your ass off the fucking phone, bro. Enjoy the moment.
Yeah, I don't know. And I really, like, with her, since we're just talking about her, because there's so many other, but with her, I just honestly wish that she would, like, stop all the other BS and just focus on the music. Focus on whatever type of style of music you really want to do, because obviously I don't know if it was the pop, since you said that was just a cash grab and it basically was forced to do that. Yeah, the labels want you to do that.
She was good at it.
She was good at it. But whatever it is, whatever genre it is, just focus on the music. do that. Work on your craft. Work on yourself.
And if you ain't got nothing to talk about, just don't fucking
just don't.
do it.
Just.
And if the label got an issue with it,
you got to get on the internet.
And if the label's got an issue with it, you know you're talented. Let their ass drop you. Mm-hmm. Just know somebody else gonna come pick you up. You done made enough money now that if the label drop you, you can be able to go out here and financially put an album out by yourself. Yeah. You done built the network. You done built connections. People would want to be, hey, I produced this Doja Cat track.
Yeah.
Yo, if they want to shelf you, bro, hey, home studio, record all your own shit. Now, I do know sometimes the labels could be like, hey, you was under our contract when you made those songs. We have the right to ownership. But hide that shit, bro. They don't know shit they don't see. Man, I'm telling you.
I don't know. I just kind of wish, like, because I hate to see, like, true talented people. Wasted. Like, you really see true talent wasted because of all the other BS that you do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, girl, get your shit together and
get to the real bag.
And get to the real bag and do what people really mess with you for. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We don't need all the other stuff. Yeah, but I don't know if it's, I don't think it's too late, but at the same time, you in too deep. So. Yeah.
I get what you mean. Okay. No. I'm saying I get what you mean when you say in too deep. I get what you mean. Maybe saying in too deep was.
Yeah, I said, yeah.
Like, I said what I said down there.
Yeah, you are. Because, like I said, if everything that you've done thus far is real, as far as, like, all the... I don't know. So, right now, you are in too deep for me. Because I don't know what's real and what's not. And I understand you on your little run with the... Whatever she doing. I don't know. But I'm going to have to go watch it and just see before I, like, say anything.
And I ain't checked out. I ain't even checked out the last album because I was just like, I'm not trying to feed myself. If I don't want to deal with you as a person, I'm not going to even deal with your music.
I feel you. I ain't gonna say you in too deep. Yeah, I guess I won't say
But hey, man, make sure you spell us up in the comments, man.
Please do.
Y'all let us know y'all thoughts and opinions down below. But as always, I do go by the name DJ The Kid. This is. We are. We out.
Ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me.